Hi everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Creative Hands. Okay, I'm trying to do this sit down thing and I don't know if I'm comfortable with it. So I'm just gonna wing this one, we'll see how it goes. Okay, got a bunch of stuff I want to share with you. I got a Hobbi haul, a Lion Brand haul. I also have a finished object. Well, I'll just get into it. Okay, first of all, I received, I'm not going to read it because it'll make me emotional, but I received a card from Yarn Barf Christy. Hi, Christy. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. A card, a sympathy card about my auntie. And I just wanted her to know that I did receive it. And thank you so much. It was very lovely. And it would make me cry if I read it. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to save it forever. So thank you, Christy. I really appreciate the condolences. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about. Let's get the hauls out of the way and the FOs. Or the FO, should I say. I started another project already. I have been working hard rearranging my yarn room. As you know, my hot water tank went out. That's all fixed. That's all done. So now my yarn room is, I had to redo it. So I moved all my Caron cakes over to that side, and I just got carried away with the whole deal when I reorganized everything. So the yarn room is all different. So I thought, you know, maybe here in the next week or so, I'll do another walk through my yarn room tour. You know, this isn't all. I mean, I have 4 walls filled with craft items and yarn, mostly yarn. Let's see what else. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I'm gonna start doing, I've been on, you know, I'm on everybody's lives. I always watch everybody's lives, at least the ones I can, when I'm not busy. And I noticed that a few people were doing giveaways. Like, you know, when people give super chats and things like that, they'll put their name into a bucket, and at the end of the month, that person wins a grand prize or a big prize. Other than the, you know, other than my normal giveaways, I think I'm going to do that as well, kind of as a thank you, because you guys give me so many super chats. You know, I kind of want to give back, and so I was thinking that would be a good way for me to give back. And Melissa does it, you know, Melissa loves crochet, and also Angela in the Precious Yarnery. And I was in Angela's live today, and I said, I'm going to steal that idea, because she said she stole it from Melissa. And Melissa said, that's not stealing, that's just all, you know, all of us working together and whatever. But I just think that was a cool idea, because that way, you know, anybody that gives you a super chat kind of gets an extra, you know, way of winning a giveaway. Not just the normal, you know, random comment picker kind of thing. There's another way of going about it. So I just thought that was kind of cool. You know, let me know what you think about it. I was going to start it with my live this Saturday. And like I said, basically, if you send a super chat, I'll write your name, put it in a bucket, end of the month, make a drawing, and all month long be putting things in the giveaway and show you, you know, as I go along, and show you what I'm going to be putting in it. And that way there's a, you know, nice size giveaway at the end of the month. I just thought that was a super cool idea, so I think I'm going to steal it from Melissa and Angela, and I'm going to, I just thought that was a nice way to give back. Anyways, next, I am going to be putting out a video probably tomorrow or the next day in regards to my, and of course I've got it buried, in regards to my picnic basket. Hold on one second, let me get it, because it weighs a ton. Okay, this picnic basket. Okay, you see how big it is? Okay, this thing's heavy. This is filled with all the labels from all the yarn I've used for a year. I started it on August 1st, 2021, and I stopped putting ball bands in it August 1st, 2022. I've started a new one. I started a new one for next year. Anyways, I'm going to put up a video, and what I want you to do is guess 2 things. And I'll explain in how we're going to go about it and all that in that video. But just to give you an idea, maybe you can think about it a little bit. How many uh, yarn labels do you think are in there? How many do you think I used this year? Just wild guess. The next thing is how many yards. Now, me and Mark are going to have to sit down and add all this yardage together to see. I got hair blown in my eyes as usual. To see how much yardage. So it's going to last a couple weeks. But I just kind of want to give you, food for thought. How many bands do you think I used, and how many yards do you think I used in exactly 1 year? From August 1st of last year to August 1st of this year. Okay? So be thinking about that. But I'll put that video up, explain how we're going to go about it and all that, either tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when I can get to it. Tomorrow is my oldest son's 44th birthday. And I don't know if he watches my YouTube. I think maybe his wife does. I don't know. But if he is, it's after midnight. So I would like to say happy birthday to my oldest son, my very first baby. 44 years old. He's even got gray hair now. It's amazing. I don't feel that old. I don't feel like I should have a 44-year-old son. It's amazing. Anyway, so be thinking about the picnic basket. Also, I'm going to be doing, what is this called? I wrote it down somewhere. It's the 10 questions. I wrote it down somewhere. You're supposed to use a hashtag and all that and answer these questions like, do you do anything special to take care of your hands? Things like that. So I'm going to be doing a video for that one too. And I'll have the proper name at the time and all that. Let's see. I've been doing nothing but creating labels and shipping things off. Everybody's everything is shipped off except for a couple from the second monetization party. Reason is the post office in another town, it was getting ready to close. I was still wrapping things up, and I didn't have time to get it all done and get it to the post office. And I've been sick for 2 days. My sinuses are going crazy. If you can't hear it in my voice is weird anyway, but if you can hear my voice, I've been nonstop coughing for 2 days. It's sinuses. If I'm in the air conditioning, I'm fine. If I'm out of the air conditioning, there's something in the air. It's giving me bad allergy, which triggers my sinuses and whatever. So there's something blooming out there in the woods that is killing me right now. So I'm trying to stay in the air conditioning right now to get this to go away, because I coughed so hard that I hurt my ribs. I mean, I was really coughing, but when I'm in the air conditioning, I'm fine. So that's what it is. It's something in the air. So I'm not sure, mold count up or, something's blooming, pollinating. Something is going on out there in the woods that is had me with a sinus headache and sinus drainage and sneezing and coughing and all that. But I am definitely getting better. What else did I want to say before I get into this? Oh, I wanted to show you something real quick. We have a tradition in my family. As you know, my auntie that passed was a quilt maker. And so was my grandma and my great-grandma. I mean, it's been in my family for a long time. I, as a little girl, would go to my grandma's house. I went to a 4-room school, okay, which is now someone's house, but it used to be my elementary school. And we lived on dirt roads, which they sprayed oil on, and we'd have to walk through that slimy mess. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know. Anyways, I would walk to my grandma's house every day for lunch because my mom was working. And my parents were divorced when I was younger or whatever. And so I'd walk to my grandma's house. I think my dad was around during that time. Anyway, neither here nor there. But I'd walk to my grandma's house, and every day I would thread all of her needles for quilting because she did everything by hand. And I'd stick them in her lampshade. So by the time I left, I'd have 20, 30 needles threaded for her because she couldn't see them. And the next day, I'd have to repeat the process because she had been quilting, you know. And, she did everything in embroidery thread, real fancy, different colors and all that. So she'd tell me how many she needed of each color or whatever, and that's what I would do for the day. So anyways, needless to say, my whole family's quilters. I don't know where I went off on that tangent. But anyway, We have well, we had until my aunt passed away, a custom in my family where every baby that was born, and it was started with, I want to say my grandkids, and then everybody since then, since my oldest grandchild's like 23. So I'm going to say everybody from there down in my family received a quilt, but it was a small quilt. It was like a lap quilt from my auntie, and we called it an I Spy blanket. And it would be made up of all different squares of material, just squares, nothing fancy. But they would have print on them, some kind of dog material would be one square, and butterflies would be another, and trucks would be another, whatever. And you play I Spy with your baby on the quilt, okay? So this is something my family's treasured. Everybody still has their I Spy quilts from when they were born, all that. Well, about 5 or 6 years ago, I had told my aunt, I said, I want an I Spy quilt. You didn't do that when I was little. I would like an I Spy quilt. And she joked around. She said, you buy the material and I'll make you one. I said, mine's got to be king size. You buy the material and I'll make it. Well, I did. I bought the material. So each one of these squares on here reminds me of someone in my family for one reason or another. Okay? Well, she made me the quilt, but she didn't do the actual quilting. Where they put the backing and then the fiber fill and then the top of the quilt on. She just did the tops of the quilt, and she would send with it the binding to go all the way around, and she'd send it to her lady friend that would put it in a machine and quilt the pieces together. Well, mine never got quilted, and the reason why was because the lady passed away that did her quilting. And so we were still hunting for someone else that would do the actual quilting, because she was getting older and couldn't do that, so I would have to hire someone. Well, I forgot about it, and the bag with my quilt in it hung in the closet. Well, when my aunt passed away, we were all talking about our I Spy quilts that all the kids got, and I said, I have one, but it needs to be quilted. Well, Mark knows somebody that can quilt it, so I'm totally thrilled. But anyways, I thought I would share my, it's huge, so I can't show you the whole thing. But I'd show you some of my I Spy quilt that my aunt made for me. And it's just a shame she's not going to see it finished, but she will, So I'm going to stand up to show it to you. Okay. This is the kind of, oh, it's upside down. Okay, well, You know me, everything's got to go backwards or something. Anyways, this is fish coral, like coral in the sea. This reminds my brother. My brother has a lot of fish tanks, always has. The musical notes next to it, that is also my brother because he plays bass guitar. There's also skulls on here that remind me, see if I can find a skull. Skulls of my brother. Or skulls for my brother, because here's one, because my brother's a biker. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea how this works. The gardens and all that, that's kind of like a me and my mom thing. She used to help me take care of my gardens. The cards here are my mom because she plays solitaire constantly. There's also some peppermints on here that remind me of my mom. This right here is little dragons. I don't know if you can see it. That reminds me of my son Nick, because we used to have a set of brass keys. That's also why my son is the key on my arm. The brass keys that he would grab them and sit in my lap, and I'd say, okay, well, this key opens the key to the castle, and this key, and we'd make up a story about what the keys would open, and it was always something different. But anyways, the dragons here remind me of my son Nick because of the castle story. This one here with, it's kind of sideways, but there's dolphins and a scuba diver and all that. That's for my daughter Judy, who loves the ocean. So is the stars here. She has a dog named Star. She has tattoos named Star. All kinds of things. Let's see. The monkeys, that's for my grandson Max. The dragonflies and butterflies that are on here, those are for my daughter Molly. Me and her both have matching dragonfly tattoos on our foot. This butterfly represents her on my arm, and she loves butterflies. Here's the peppermints I was talking about that my mom eats all the time. There's just, there's just so many different. The sewing right here, this is for my auntie that made the quilt. There's some big red lips on here somewhere. They reminded me of my Aunt Dot because she always wore red lipstick. When we were kids, she would say, "Come give your Aunt Dot some sugar, honey." Like that. She'd always leave red lipstick on you and whatever. So anytime I see red lipstick, it reminds me of Aunt Dot. So anyways, that's an I Spy blanket. And I'm really, really tickled that Mark knows someone that could quilt it for me. On one of those big machines, because it's a king-size quilt. So I'm tickled to death about that. I'm finally going to get my I Spy quilt done. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I thought it was cool, and I also think it's a good idea, the whole I Spy thing. But my family's been doing it for over 20 years. Before that, it was just you got to pick what color quilt you wanted. And, my mom made me a quilt for my bed. It's a big Texas star for those quilters out there. You know what I'm talking about. My grandma made me a Texas star all done in pink. My mom did me a Texas star all done in shades of browns. But anyways, like I said, I come from a family of quilters. And so my I Spy blanket is finally going to get quilted. So, okay, that's enough of that. Okay, I'm going to show you what I got. Let's see, from Hobbi first so I can get this off my desk. It is a little warm in here. Okay, Hobbi, how after bingo or whatever, they have those sales, and then, you can win stuff from Hobbi and all that. Well, that's where this came from. I was playing Hobbi bingo, and, okay. Now, some of these yarns are not necessarily yarns that I would order, but because they were on sale or extra cheap because of the bingo or whatever, I ended up with them. So, this one, oh geez, the label's all wrinkled up. This one's called Lollipop. It's 20% wool and 80% acrylic. There is 382 yards. It is a 4-weight, designed in Denmark, made in Turkey. And like I said, it's called Lollipop. And this is the colors of this. And you know how they are about their colors. They're all numbers. This one's number 8. And I got 3 of those. All the same. Number 8. Okay. Well, here, I'll show you the other color I got. I got it in 2 different colors. This is same stats, but this is color number 23. And this one I like. The other one, eh. But I got 3 in each one, so there's over 1,000 yards in each one there. Okay, this is some other weird yarn that I wouldn't necessarily order, but I did because it was cheap. And I got 5 of each of these colors. One is this, like a tealy color, and the other one is navy. And I'll read you the stats on it, but very strange. It's a mohair yarn, but I'll show you why I think it's strange. Okay, it's called, Alpaca Blaze. I'm sorry, I thought it was mohair. It is not. 40% acrylic, 30% alpaca, and 30% polyamide. Color number 31 is this. And like I said, it's called Alpaca Blaze. There is 246 yards on this. Are you ready for this? This is a size 0. Yeah, 0. I don't think I read the fine print on that one. Can you see? Look how teeny tiny this is. That's tiny. That is definitely going to have to go with another yarn or something just to give it some fuzz, or I don't know. Anyways, I got 5 of this, what's the color number here? 31. And I got 5 of color 24. Just look at this. Can you see how thin that is? Not a clue. What I was thinking, zeros? I mean, you know, I like thin yarn, but that's a little too thin, don't you think? Okay. Anyways, how I ended up with it, I don't know. Alright, so let's put this away and get to the next one. Okay. Okay, I got 2 of each of these. I got 2 of the, this is the Cotton King Sultan. We all know about this. 874 yards, 100% cotton. This one is color number 15. And this is Cotton King Sultan. White, gray, and black. Got 2 of those. I love these cakes, you guys know that. And I got 2 of this color. This is color number 21. This goes from real yellow out to like a mustard color, which I think is really pretty. And then I got the rainbow, of course. And that is color number 31. Okay, so I can hear my kitty out the side of this window meowing at me. What are you doing, TT? Okay, the next things I got, I'll show you the doodads in a minute. But I got these 10 packs of the 100% cotton, and this is 8/8, so it's like a medium weight 4. And this is kind of a pinky. It's hard to explain because it doesn't show up in the camera real well, but it's kind of a pinky creamsicle color is the best I can say, and it's colored 31. But I got a 10 pack of that, and you know how I love that cotton. I got a 10 pack of this coral, pinky coral color. I got a 10 pack of the burgundy. I got a 10 pack of the navy. And I got a 10 pack of the dark teal. Okay, so that was a super awesome deal, as you can probably tell, because I wouldn't have gotten all this if it wasn't. Honestly, I don't remember. I want to say it was around $1 a skein, something like that. That sounds about right. Maybe $1.20 a skein. So that was a pretty good deal. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you the yardage on it. It's 100% cotton. I think there's like 95 yards or something in here. TT, go to the door, honey. Go to the door and Dad will let you in. Here it is, 82 yards. So each one of these, so it's 820 per package. That's a pretty good amount of yarn there. I still like getting the Premier Cotton mill ends better, but it's cheaper and it's a pound. You know, it's a pound difference. But anyways, I got a bunch of these little. These are 8/4, so these are like a, like a 2. Okay, these I make a lot of bags and things out of. But I wanted to show you. I got 3 of this color, which is a deeper coral than that one there, but it's also thinner yarn. I got 3 of each of these colors, okay? I got 3. Here, I'll just put 1 of each up there. Yep, that's it. Okay. I got 3 of each one of these colors. I love this green right here. This olive green. So evidently I went through there and I was lacking in those colors, or I probably wouldn't have got that. Okay, and I got, of course, my Stellaris that I always get to put bling in my in my yarn projects. And this one's called Midnight, which I just love this stuff. There is 560 meters. So let's see, a little over 600 yards on one of these. And this one's called Midnight. I got that with my points. I got this with my points as well. You can always use needles, right? I got 2 of these, one for y'all and one for me if I decide I want to keep one. If not, they'll go in giveaways. So there's that. They sent me this for free. So that'll probably go in a giveaway. It's a gauge. I also bought 3 of these. Now, I already have one. So I don't know where the other one went. I set it somewhere. Anyways, these are color wheels. And, you know, what a color wheel does is it tells you what the exact opposite of a color is. And, you know, there's different ways to set it up. But what complements one another. Okay, what a complementary color for this is this. Or combinations thereof. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty handy. There's all different ways to use it. As you can see, this is the front. And, you know, this moves inside. So these colors will change in these little holes. And on this side, they're bigger holes. These right here. So I got a couple of those for giveaways. Okay. This was like 60 cents or something, so I had them throw it in there. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I looked through it, and there's like some really cute patterns in here. And it's just, you know, let's see how many patterns. I think there's like 10, if that. Yeah, but there's some really cute stuff in here. And like this little sweater here. Let me see. I mean, there's some really cute stuff. And like I said, I think I paid 60 cents for it or something on Hobbi, so why not? Now, these I paid 30 cents a piece for, and I bought some for y'all. That little book also will go in something. And this is called Go Handmade, Quality Design and Unique Style. Made with Love, the Baby's DIY Universe for you who crochet and knit. And it gives you all kinds of cool ideas. And, of course, you can, you know, buy the things at Hobbi that you would need to make them. But like this, for instance. It has all the little doodads on it. You know, for the baby, you know, a rattle, a squeaky toy. There's, you know, there's some things that look like loveys, like Z's loveys. And there's different little rings that you can buy at Hobbi to put on them or whatever. But, you know, here's a little duck and I guess these feet things you can buy at Hobbi to put on ducks. But it shows you, you know, of course it's promoting their, you know, their products, but it is also giving you patterns. You know, a pacifier holder, you know, different things, wooden beads and things like that. These little duckies got different things, you know, teething rings and stuff on them. I don't know, it's just really cute. So, I mean, for 30 cents, you know, it's worth the patterns that are in it for sure. So that's going to go in some giveaways. So that's what I got from Hobbi. Okay, now I'm going to show you my finished objects. My finished object, should I say. Here, I'll put it on. It's a cocoon sweater. Hang on one second. You know how these things go. You got to have them on right. Okay. It's a cocoon sweater. It's all made out of cotton. If you want to look closely at it. It's made out of that yarn art. It took me almost a week to make it because, first of all, I wasn't feeling well. And second of all, it's a 2-weight yarn. Yeah. See, look on the pom-pom here. You can see. I mean, it's a 2-weight yarn. Yeah, so, pom-pom, I mean tassel. But anyway, so I made me, this is just for around the house kind of thing. Believe it or not, it's been super hot during the day. And then at nighttime, it gets a little chilly. So, sometimes I feel a little chilly. And, like I said, I've been trying to stay in the air because it's really cut down a lot of my allergy problems. And which really stinks because I want to be outside, but it's either been too hot or raining, and I love being outside. I'd rather be outside than inside anytime. But anyway, so I've been staying in there, and I get a little chilly at night. I thought, I don't have like a really lightweight sweater, I could put on a hoodie, but that's a little bit too much, So anyways, that's my lightweight sweater for around the house. I really like the way it turned out. I didn't really show you the stitches. It's just a real basic, granny stitch. I think I showed you when I started. And then I just did some, these weird stuff around. I did some post stitches there and some half double crochets here and, around the collar and that. Just something different. Okay, so that's my FO. Showed you my blanket. Told you about the picnic basket. Like I said, that and those 10 questions. I always get a loose hair that hooks on my nose ring, my glasses. They'll sit and tickle me. I don't know why that happens every time. Okay, so this is my Lion Brand haul. Now, a couple weeks ago it was National Ice Cream Day or something to do with Ice Cream Day. And it was one of those flash sales, and Lion Brand had all their ice cream yarn for 40% off. Well, I've only had, I think, gray and white ice cream yarn, something. I don't even think I've ever used ice cream yarn. I think I've gotten it and then gave it away, to be honest with you. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try and see, because I know a lot of people that really like it. And I like colorful yarn, so I'm okay with that. So I got some of that Big Scoop, it's called. Big Lion Brand Big Scoop. TT, go to the door. She's been something else all day today. Man, I'm telling you. Blue Raspberry is what this one is called. I thought, that's pretty. I like the blue, so why not? I really like this one. This is called Strawberry Shortcake, I believe. Oh, no, I take that back. This one's watermelon. And that's a good representation of watermelon. This one is called Mint. Nothing fancy. It's coming off blue there. That's a little bit more true to color. But it's mint. And these big scoops, I mean, they're a light 3. They're DK weight. There's 1,117 yards in one of these. I mean, you could make an entire baby blanket out of one of these. I guess you could, yeah. I don't know. I've never made a baby blanket. I'm getting ready to, though, for my great-grandbaby that's coming. Anyways, it's 100% acrylic, DK weight, 1,117 yards, light 3. That's pretty much all I can tell you about it. That's the color Mint. And this one is called Green Tea. And it has my blues and greens in it that I like so much. I like that one. And then this one is called Blueberry. And this has more like I don't know, darker blues or denim-y looking blues maybe would be a good way to put it. So there's that one. Now they shorted me a couple of things, and so they emailed me today, and so they're going to be shipping them. But some purse handles that I got, and also some ice cream, a 3-pack of ice cream dividation that I ordered. But I did get this one. This is that ice cream roving dividation. I guess that's how you say it. 437 yards per skein, 100% acrylic, weight 4. Oh, and the name. Cool Blue. Okay. There was another one I thought too. anyways, maybe that's the one I'm missing. And this is just regular ice cream yarn. This one, the color is called Blue Moon. And it has 394 yards. This too is a DK. I love the colors in that. Is this the one I just showed you? This is cool. Okay. Alright. So, anyways, I'm missing some purse handles, and I'm missing some of the ice cream dividation. They didn't bring to me, or didn't send. So they're gonna resend it. So, anyways, that, and then I got this. I wasn't even really sure what it was. It just is called String Theory. And basically what it is stitch your own notebook. Didn't know that. This is a little notebook, and it has tiny holes in it. Can you see? And they give you thread, and there's like all kinds of patterns inside there that you can use to take this thread and go through the holes, like when you were in, elementary school, and make a design on the front. I just thought it was kind of cool. I know I didn't pay but $1 or $2 for it, and probably $2. Slime brand after all. Anyways, I love this book that I bought not too long ago, so I got y'all one. And it's the, I'm not going to open it, but it's the vintage style for today. Is that what it says? Vintage styles for today. Yes. There's all kinds of really cool stuff in here. There's like pictures in here of crocheted items from the 1920s, and, the ladies, modeling them and all that kind of stuff. And then it shows you how you can adapt that to styles of today. Thought it was just a cool book, so I decided to get you one. Also, I got 2 coffee mugs of the Lion brand coffee mugs. Something else that is going to be coming your way. And I guess that's it for the hauls. And I showed you my Auntie's blanket, the basket, my cocoon cardigan. I guess that's it for right now. I'll be looking out for a video tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to post one up about the basket, and the 2 things that I'm going to ask, the 2 questions I'm going to ask you. I may have you do 2 separate comments so that I can pick 2 winners. One's going to be how many labels did I use in a year, and the other's going to be how much yardage did I use in a year. So give that some thought. And I guess that's it for right now. I just haven't seen you guys since the monetization party, and I needed a couple days off after that. Wow. That was awesome. Both of them were. Both of my parties turned out to be so wonderful. And I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself and had some fun. The second one went a lot smoother than the first one, but it was just as long. I mean, we're teetering for both of them on 4 hours. One was 4 hours and 3 minutes. And one was like 3 hours and 56 minutes or something. I mean, my goodness. And the reason it took so long is because so many people were donating. I mean, it was crazy. I expected it just to be what I had, or myself and Crystal and her grandma. That's kind of what I thought, was in my plan, in my mind. And all these people just started sending me things and donating and all. And it just blossomed from there, and it ended up being 2 really long videos, but I hope it was worth it, to y'all. A lot of winners, a lot of new winners from my channel, so that was really cool. I'm also thinking about doing the where you can join my channel thing, just because I thought having members would be cool, to have like separate lives together where we could chit chat, or I don't know, Zoom calls, or I don't know. I don't know about all this stuff, but I've just been kind of paying attention more so now than ever to other people's channels and what they do, and getting ideas and stuff. So, if you got any ideas you want to throw at me, I'm an open ear. You know me. I like you guys' opinions. So I guess that's it. My light just flickered. I guess that's it. I showed you everything I wanted to show you and told you everything I wanted to tell you. And be watching out for the basket one and also the question one. And you never know. Sometimes I hide hide giveaways and stuff. And you know, you just never know. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Have a good day. Mwah. Much love. See about this clicker. 1. Nope. Let's go for 2.